Hey, I know what it means to be a bad boss. I know because I was it. I was a bad boss for a long time. My department head of the department I worked in was walking down the hall one day and he looked at me and he said, "Guess what? Mark quit." Well, Mark was my direct supervisor. And I began to say something about how many years he had experience, and I was saying it was going to be hard to replace him. And he said, "No, no, you're it." So that was it. Mark quit and you're it was my entire onboarding experience. There was nothing else. Nobody taught me anything. There wasn't a single book. They didn't send me out for training. They didn't bring somebody in for training. It was Mark quit, you're it, and guess what? I wasn't a great boss. I knew I wasn't a great boss, but I wasn't a great boss, and I looked everywhere I could to get some kind of training because I wanted to be better at this. And I read as many things as I could. I got my hands on a handful of things, but I spent literally that whole time from the time I was like 30 or 31 years old until I was about 45 before I finally got training. And that training meant so much to me. Look, I know the bad bosses our problem. And I know that we've all been traumatized by them. I certainly have. But at the same time, we also understand that as a department, as a group, what we're doing is a mistake. Is we're putting somebody in a supervisor position and never giving them the adequate training. We wouldn't do that with anything else. It's not like we would put them out there to drive the truck and not give them some kind of truck driving license. We wouldn't let somebody cut your hair that didn't have some kind of training behind it. We don't let people do things if they're not trained, except we allow people to do things like leading a big team and failing because we didn't take any time to train them.